Today's video is about a couple of things you can do to help your daffodils spread. And that is, first, deadheading them. So these guys are past their prime. They're half dried. They're almost dried up completely. These were my early blooming. They're a smaller variety. And the reason you want to remove the heads of the flowers once they dry up is you want to prevent them from making seed. If you don't let it go to seed, it will put more energy down into producing the bulbs and multiplying underground. And that's exactly what you want. Okay guys, it's off with your heads. I know this is sometimes seems cruel to get rid of all these flower heads, but they're past their prime, they're drying up, and as you can see, they have some seed heads forming already. So I want to redirect the plant's energy away from forming seed pods and back down into the bulb. And as you can see, I guess I'm a little late coming along here. It's a pretty big seed pod. And I'm just going to let them fall where they may. But they're all going to come off today. Anything that's dried up and spent will come off my plants. And these are my early blooming daffodils. So they are all finished. But look guys, I still have some later spring bloomers here. Well, it's still early spring, but these bloom later, and that just goes to show you if you put in a variety of different types of daffodils, you can have blooms throughout the whole spring if you have enough varieties. But the second tip I want to tell you is, besides deadheading, also you must leave the foliage up until it dies on its own. You want to wait until the foliage gets all brown before you cut that back. If you come along and cut back everything after your flowers are spent, you are shortchanging your bulbs, and they're not going to have enough energy to multiply quickly. Your best bet is to leave that foliage up. So deadheading is the first tip, and then leaving your foliage up until it dies is the second tip. And you should have more and more daffodils every year if you use these two practices each year. So I'm just going to let those fall. Look, see, they're making seeds here. You do not want that to happen. So I'm going to stop that right now. This is also a really beautiful variety. Look at that. It's kind of ruffly, and it's a golden yellow with white. So pretty. I have those in front of my yellow ones, and the yellow from these really coordinates well. I just love that variety, whatever it may be. If you guys recognize these varieties, please comment below and let me know, because I have long since lost the tag. And look how beautiful this white variety is. It's just set off by the blue-green foliage, and it just is a beautiful pop of brightness. You don't always need color. White flowers can be so beautiful, and that is such a pretty variety. Here's a spectacular new one. These were the pre-sprouted bulbs I just got from Home Depot, and I've put them in 3 pots. And they will go out into the landscape. But look how pretty that is. It's a peachy, ruffly center. Isn't that gorgeous? I'm excited. They weren't even marked, so this was an amazing surprise. So beautiful. I'm excited to see these. These are more of the white and peach ruffle. These are going to be gorgeous, I can tell. And there we go, guys. I have set my daffodils up for success. They are deadheaded, and I'm going to leave that foliage up until it dies back on its own. I'm going to let it get the full amount of sunlight it can get in the entire season, feed those bulbs, and then hopefully I'm going to have an even bigger batch of daffodils next year. That's what I love about planting bulbs. They always multiply, and those are 2 easy tips to help you. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you're enjoying some daffodils in your garden.